Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today tracking down our Medicine Bobblehead. This one's going to be found inside Vault 81's secret underground vault. Now, in order to get into this vault, you must first get yourself onto the Hole in the Wall quest. If you're having trouble with that, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. However, if you're just trying to track this down, which is the primary purpose of this video, let me show you where you need to go. So, from the entrance into the secret vault, head inside and hang a right. Sorry, hang a left. And you are going to run into some mole rats in here. Well, some is an understatement. You're going to run into a shit ton of mole rats in here. And at least on this level initially, you're going to run into protectrons and some turrets. So watch out for all of those. But once you deal with them, continue to make your way in through here towards this blocked off area. There is a protectron on the other side. There are turrets here that you have to deal with. Take a left. Here's our protectron. And then head through the wall. Once you get in here, head out this door, and then we're going to go down some stairs. When you get right about here, make sure you're facing this direction because there's a turret that is right here waiting for you. Take out that turret. Go ahead and activate the protectrons if you want to. I chose not to. But then head down the ramp towards this flashing red light, back through these crates, and out into this area here. Now, there were a bunch of mole rats that popped up here, and strangely enough, I was able to get them to spawn and pop up here, not through the floor. And I say strangely enough because, honestly, I've seen them pop through solid steel floors before, so I don't see why they didn't here. But a lot of them just kept popping here and running inside, so it was a good choke point to use to kill them off. However, once you get inside here, you're going to make your way around to this ramp slash set of stairs that leads upstairs. Right? We're going to go up one level, and then we're going to go up another level. And once you get to the top here, make your way around towards red lights again into the research area. None of these doors are secured. You can get through any of them that you want. Just continue to head on in here. You can see there's more mole rat killing. If you look down through here and pop off a few shots, you can usually get them to come up here to you, but they will pop up through this floor, just FYI. So head through this door and down. Once again, that door is not secured. You can absolutely get through there. And once you get through here, you're going to head past this pillar here and down this long hallway. Okay, once you get down here, head around to your right, and what you're trying to do is get upstairs. So what we're going to do is head around here to the right and up these stairs. Now, when you get to the top of the stairs, you're going to run into this terminal. If you have the ability to hack the terminal, you're just going to throw through that door. If you don't have the ability to hack that terminal, head around here to the back because there's a lab back here. And on this desk, you're going to find a password that will open that door. So just FYI, in case you were unable to open the door. Now, once you have opened that door, you want to head inside, upstairs again, and when you get in here, you're going to find Curie floating around in here. You're going to need to have a couple conversations with her in order to get her to open this door. But once you do, head inside, and on the desk, you will find your Medicine Bobblehead. Alright, so that's it for finding the Medicine Bobblehead. If you want to stop watching now, stop watching now, and you don't have to listen to me bitch about this quest or the bad information that's out there about it, or at least inconsistent. So, I found a number of posts on the forums, because you know I like to troll the forums and look for problems people are having to make good videos on. And the Hole in the Wall quest is something that a lot of people have been struggling with as far as getting it to actually trigger. There's a lot of speculation out there as to how you get it to trigger and what the proper sequence of events is and who you talk to and a bunch of nonsense. And that's generally what it is. It's nonsense. There is no one set sequence of events that I've found across 2 playthroughs that guarantees that you get it in a certain amount of time in a certain way. I can tell you the things that I did do that wound up making it work for me on both of my playthroughs. When I first came into the vault, after speaking with the overseer, I went down to the depot and talked to the chick in the depot and heard her conversation about her husband and her and all that crap. I did take the tour with the little kid my first playthrough. I didn't in the second playthrough, so I don't think that's important. After that, I went and down into the reactor area and spoke with whatever the chick's name was, the guy, the drug user's brother. I talked to her, and then I wound up talking to him. After that, I went back up and waited till after like 7 o'clock so that I could get the Here Kitty, our Here Kitty Kitty quest from the little girl. If you're having problems getting the quest from her, it's likely that she's not in her room because she's in the classroom until 5 o'clock. So kind of have to wait until after 5 o'clock to get that quest from her. Now, once I got the quest from her, I went out, I did the quest, I came back, I turned it in, and I went down and spoke with the doctor and gave him blood. I don't know that you have to give him blood. I didn't give him blood the first time through, and it didn't seem to affect anything. And then I left. I just left and went and quested. I just quested, and that was it. I came back a little bit later, and when I came back a little bit later, there wasn't anything going on except for the fact that some of the random conversation in the vault had changed, where people were telling me, "Thank God Ashes is back," and blah blah blah. I tried talking to the overseer. She didn't want to talk to me. Nothing really was going on. I went down to the lab. There were no conversations going on in the lab. Once again, nothing was happening. More than 24 hours had passed. More than 2 days had passed. I had gone and done a shit ton of quests. So after my second visit, I left and went and quested again, and probably a week or so had passed in game time by the time I finally came back. And when I did, I went into the depot. And when you go into the depot, you know the quest is triggered by the fact that the little girl you got the Hello Kitty or the Here Kitty Kitty quest from is sitting on the floor in there with her parents. And when you talk to her dad, Holt, he tells you that Austin was bit by a mole rat, and that is what tells you you can go down to the lab, and the two doctors will be there discussing the quest, and they'll eventually give you the hole-in-the-wall quest. So those are the chain of events I went through to get it. It never has been consistent for me across 2 playthroughs now. It's just been some random amount of time and some random amount of visits back to the vault. This is one thing that people seem to be stressing over, and it's just one of those things where come in here, do a few things, leave, and then come back and check again when you're bored, and then leave and come back and check again when you're bored. There's nothing game-changing that you get in Secret Vault 81, so I don't sweat it too much. And just because someone puts it in a forum post, puts it in a wiki post, or like this, makes a fucking video about it, don't believe it. If it's not working out for you exactly how they're telling you it is, it's probably because it's bullshit. The game is so new that the amount of concrete information that's been tested by tens of thousands of people and commented on thousands of times is just not there yet. So there's a lot of information out there that's really bad. So just use your own judgment. Take what I said in the video lightly about that stuff, because putting bad information out there annoys the shit out of me, so I'm a little negative about it. But just remember what I said, what I did, and that wound up working for me. It was just one of those things where I tried a few things that I said, and then I left. I came back, I checked again. I went to the depot, I sold some shit, and I left, and came back and checked again, and it was there. You know, total, maybe 2 weeks in total between all 3 visits had passed in game time, and that's what worked for me. I wasn't in a hurry to do any of it, and I think that's what helped me out. I think it's the people who are stressing over the fact that, oh, I need to get this quest, I can't get this quest, why can't I get this quest, it won't trigger, oh, the game is bugged, and they're freaking out. They're making more of it than what it is. So that's it. Sorry to rant, but you guys know how I feel about bad information being put out there and all that shit. So that's it for this one. I hope it helped you track it down. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.